Yo, what is up, all you guys out there? The name is Tekken Heat, and if you haven't seen it yet, go onto YouTube, go into the link of my description because Need for Speed 2015 is by far going to be one of the greatest racing games of this era. Oh my gosh. When I saw the release or the newest trailer and even the gameplay of Need for Speed, I was blown away. The customization, the graphics, the beauty of everything was just mind blowing. Now, what you're seeing is just a bunch of screenshots that I took while watching the Need for Speed trailer, and there's so much that I just cannot wait for. Now, what we have an idea of what the story is pretty much gonna be is kind of like you trying to build a rep. You're trying to build a reputation for yourself. You're trying to make yourself in a way be like an icon. And I think it's kind of um like we can get the idea of the people. I think there's like four, maybe five people on the cover are pretty much the icons of that Need for Speed. Either they just picked out anybody, but I just want to point out when I look at the people in the front cover, one of the guys, I think it's to the left, the middle guy, he might be Ken Block. I don't know, but I just think that when I look at that picture, he really resembles Ken Block, and Ken Block is quite the icon in the real automotive world. So it would be pretty cool if they actually, um, in a way, copied him into Need for Speed, and he's kind of like one of the main guys. That would be pretty sick. But anyways, when I looked at the gameplay, first of all, I was mind blown. Like when they were showing the gameplay to it at first, I thought it was still a little bit of a cinematic cutscene because it started off with some guy explaining how he was putting on a wide body kit and how long it took, but of how perfect it was. And then when it switched to the BRZ right next to it, it still looked very, very realistic. And keep in mind, this is on the Frostbite engine, so yeah, this is gonna look pretty damn sexy. But when they showed the BRZ, I'm like, okay, now it's gonna cut to the actual gameplay, and then it went straight to customization, and I'm just like, holy crap, this is the gameplay. What I'm looking at right now, and it said pre-alpha footage, that was the game, and it looked so realistic. I honestly thought, like, and I was even on Skype too. I'm just like, oh, I'm like, okay, this looks nice. Now, show me the actual game. And it was. I was just mind blown. So when they were showing customization, they went so in depth. A lot of stuff it seemed to be locked, so I'm pretty sure over time you're gonna be progressing to unlock body modifications and stuff. But they were pretty much showing how you can change, I believe, the headlights, the front bumper, side skirts, the wing. You could put wide bodies on it. Like of course they put the Rocket Bunny wide body on the BRZ and it looked pretty damn sick. So for a while I was wondering if it was just going to be wide bodies, but by the looks of things it might not be. It's going to actually be a combination of wide bodies and individual body modifications. So that is good news for a lot of people because some people don't want to just stick with the wide bodies even though they are sexy. They want to put a little bit of uniqueness to their car. So when we saw that the body modifications that can be put onto the car, that was pretty nice. And then when it came to the paint job, that was also nice because there was a more in depth. You know how when you get to choose your paint jobs for previous racing games, they kind of had like uh, it's not really like a chart, but kind of like a display where you can drag your little icon thing to a certain shade of red and stuff, and it wasn't it was nice. It was a little more in depth, but it wasn't too groundbreaking. This one, however, it had different grids where You first choose your paint job, then you could choose like your saturation, how much metallic, gloss, and all that etc. stuff. So I'm wondering if you can actually mix some of the colors in together. I mean, you can mix some of the style paintings in together, like a matte gloss or something like that. That would be pretty interesting. But then what they also showed was the vinyls. Now, what the person put in during the demo was a set wrap that he had on. It was just straight up showing Rocket Bunny uh decals, logos everywhere, along with like slight little designs and stuff. And I'm wondering if you can actually save these different vinyls and actually be able to share them amongst other people, because I believe in Forza, what they do is you can create your own designs for these cars, and then you could upload them for the rest of the world to just get on and use as well. And if that's the thing in Need for Speed, then that will be pretty sick, because I can't wait to see what kind of creativeness other people are going to be putting into this game. Now, when the gameplay started going off, everything looked visually amazing. The handling, I was a little iffy on it, because when they were showing it, it was a drift competition that was going on in the street, so that was pretty impressive. That was pretty impressive that there was a drift competition going on in city streets with traffic coming in, everything. So it's like proper street racing game modes. So that was pretty sick. But I guess I wasn't sure, but it looked like the drifting was a bit too easy. Like it looked like Rivals brake drifting, where all you have to do is just tap the brake and you're automatically going to the slides. Now, if that's how it is for just drifting competitions, and for everything else it's regular handling, then that'll be fine. And or maybe they might do some stuff, maybe there might be some options where you can take that out and you could actually put real life handling as a replacement to these easy brake drifts, and just make things more realistic. But it was interesting how when they were doing drifts, the camera angle was moving a lot and was actually moving to make your drifts look more cool and cinematic, and something that you would see a movie do. It looked pretty cool, but that's not something I kind of want too much. It's fun at first, but I'm pretty sure that might get annoying. But I think there might be an option to where you could turn that off, and where you could just have the camera view just staying behind you and everything like that. So I'm glad that they put this in, but I don't want this to be an every occurring thing. So we'll just see what happens when we actually get our hands on the game. Besides that, the drifting was amazing. The open world, they said it's going to be 2 times bigger than Rivals. So even though I never played Rivals, from what I've seen, it is a fairly large map, and it's pretty much a LA style environment. I forgot what the name of the city was called, but it's pretty much a replica of LA, and it looks pretty sick. We don't know too much about where else we can go, like the canyons that I mentioned a few weeks ago. Hopefully, further on, we can get more details, and I will definitely be talking about it. So, the game, it looks very amazing. I really can't wait to get it. It comes out November 3rd, if I'm correct. And yeah, let me know what you guys think, because I know you guys have seen it at E3 as well. You guys have been watching the live streams. Let me know what you guys think. Until next time, this has been your boy taking heat. I'm so freaking hyped. Peace.